What is going on, Eagles family? I hope everyone's having a fantastic Thursday night. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I, of course, am your host, Jimmy Smith. And tonight, well, there's not too much to talk about. Obviously, the topic at hand here is Jalen Hurts is our starting quarterback, but we've been talking about that the last couple of days. On Monday, Doug made the decision. So we're heading in a different direction. The last part of the year, we know that Carson Wentz has struggled mightily in this offense, but not just he himself struggling. The offensive line. We talked about the young receivers not getting open. We talk about the running backs. Talk about the running backs not even blocking. We've talked about all of these issues that the Philadelphia Eagles have had. And, Carson Wentz is clearly taking most of the blame right now. Everybody, just wants to point fingers at him. Not everybody. But when you try to break things down and really understand what's going on, it's a bigger picture than just Carson Wentz. So I'm not sitting here trying to say, a Carson Wentz apologist. I love the kid and I still believe in him. I just think that Jalen Hurts, it's his time to get a chance to shine. So let's throw him out there. He's going against a tough defense in the New Orleans Saints, but they have not faced a quarterback like Jalen Hurts, and this kid looks hungry, and you never know what could happen. They haven't, seen much of him other than, college tape. So I'm hoping for the best. As an Eagles fan, all I want to see is this team win. Now, there's some people out there, you want to lose, get a better draft pick, wherever your mind's at. We all think differently. I, myself, cannot root against the Eagles, so I'll be rooting for some wins. I want to see the young guys progress, and if they do lose, which is highly likely these last few games, I'm still going to be proud of them if they bring some damn heart. And I think that happens by allowing some of these younger guys to get some playing time. And one of those guys is Jalen Hurts. So I'm not against the move. We talked about it at halftime during the Packers game. Should Jalen Hurts come in? Yes. We need a spark. We need something. This Doug Peterson was failing this year. This offense, Carson Wentz, everybody, and dude, it's not just Doug. It's not just Howie and Carson. We pointed fingers for the last couple months at everybody because everybody is responsible. So it's been crazy. Social media has been nuts. The media itself, just the ones able to talk to him, it's been crazy just between, Doug Peterson, any of the coaches, players with the media, the questions they're asking, some of the things, Jalen Hurts, he wore some Houston Astros gear. The kid is literally from Houston. People wanted to be up in arms about that. Now that's an issue. Like, give me an effing break. Yeah, I think it's awesome that the kid wants to represent where he comes from. And, you listen to him, he was calm, cool, collective. But I think this kid's literally going to be unleashed this Sunday. And I think he's going to be balling out. I'm really excited. But this is going to be a tough test for him. And we're going to see. Has it been Doug Peterson? Is he going to change? Is he going to simplify things for Jalen Hurts? I don't think he necessarily should have simplified things for Carson Wentz, but when you look at things, it should have been like we should have been running the ball. We should have been throwing screens. We should have been getting Jalen Reagor, our first round pick, the ball. But either way, I mean, here we are, 3-8-1, which is just, it's terrible. Philly's front office, oh my God. That's pretty sad saying that. If the Phillies front office is better than the Eagles, that's telling you how bad the Eagles front office has been. They've made some okay moves as of late. They got us a Super Bowl a few years ago, so you can't say that they've been atrocious. Phillies, they've been pretty damn bad. I wish we could get everybody headed down the same path the Sixers are on. That'd be fantastic. Flyers look pretty nice, too, for that whole lockdown, whatever. And look, the Eagles we're between a rock and a hard place right now because it's like, who is it? Doug, Howie. A lot of people, get rid of all of them. I feel that Jeffrey Lurie loves these guys. And I think a lot of people are reading a lot more into the things than needs to be. And unfortunately, I would love to see some changes. I'd love to see someone be brought in to help Howie Roseman. I think that he is really not as great as everyone says when it comes to salary cap, whatever. But I think we're all on the same page when it comes to he does not know how to draft talent. He always wants to be the smartest guy in the room, always trying to select people that, are crazy kind of picks. And look, I'll be real with you. I like Jalen Reagor, but after that, Hurts, I was not a fan of that pick. Nobody really was. Davian Taylor, another one. Like, what are we doing here? I don't truly understand what this team has been thinking. And then you see it on the field. Dude, we could have traded back, still got Rager, traded around, whatever, got Higgins or Claypool. I mean, there was so much talent. We talked about the defensive talent, even Jeremy Chin, Logan Wilson as a linebacker. There was so many different places. Cushenberry on the offensive line. I mean, oh my God, it sucks. But Jalen Hurts is here now. And we talked about at that moment, I'm not hating the kid. I hated that we picked a quarterback when we needed a lot of things. So it still perturbs me as to why we took that pick, but he's here now, and he's a Philadelphia Eagle. So he's the starting quarterback on Sunday. I'm going to be riding with Mr. Jalen Hurts. And honestly, whatever happens, whatever draft pick we do get, I understand some people like, you got to lose. I want to go. Look, wherever we are, it depends on who is making those draft picks. So Mr. Howie Roseman there better be some help for that man, or I'm going to be one pissed off dude. I swear to God, because this draft, I was so excited after the first rounder. I'm like, all right, I thought you could have moved back and got Rager, but they like him. All right, okay. But then to take a quarterback, why? It kills me, and I think that just you threw poison into the well right there, man, and that was it. And all season we've just been killed by injuries and just, dude, it's too much. So this team, they've been struggling all year. We've been trying to look at the bright side and try to see that, there were holes here, issues here, injuries here, this or that. And we heard every excuse, and look, I a lot of it makes sense to me why they're struggling, but I don't care. I'm not here for excuses. I'm a fan, and I break things down. And when we break it all down, well, we suck. And that's just the nature of what it is right now. And I think we have a lot of talent that, could allow us not to suck. But unfortunately, they're not being used correctly. So this is the situation we're in where the whole thing is just messed up. And every person you've heard talk to the media, from Jason Kelsey to Miles Sanders, Fletcher Cox, they're all riding with Carson, but, they're riding with Hurts too. Like, these are both young guys in the system that are trying to make their way in life. They're human beings. And, when it comes to game day, these guys want to be successful. So whoever's going to help them be successful, that's what we have to want too as fans, and that's all I want. And if Jalen Hurts is that guy this Sunday, if Carson Wentz needs to take a break, he really does, leading the league in sacks, interceptions. And like we said at the beginning of the video, I don't truly believe it's all his fault, but you got to make some kind of change here. And if there's a guy like Hurts who will just run around like a madman, and, you kind of need that when the offensive line isn't blocking for you. This team doesn't want to run the ball. So I don't know, maybe this forces their hand to actually run the ball. Jordan Howard, another week in this offense, maybe get some more carries. But clearly we want Miles Sanders to get the ball, but they'll do anything but that. So I don't know. Hurts running the ball, that, RPO, play action too. He's going to, if we establish that run, that could really help him succeed, which, don't you think that would have helped Carson Wentz too? Rolling him out, doing things that, play to his skill set. I regress though. We've talked about this every single day this year, and I don't get it. I don't understand why this team wants to do these things, but I'm excited. I mean, honestly, guys, for the first time, since the beginning of the season and the couple weeks that followed, where I'm still trying to reel with getting punched in the mouth over and over again, this is the first time I truly actually feel excited for this team. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. And we face a pretty damn tough defense. So it's going to be a tough game. We could definitely get our asses kicked here, guys. That's more than realistic here, but I'm still excited of the, at least there's an unknown. And so there's got to be something different to change things up, because this sucks. Talking about Doug, so we'll do the opposite. Yeah, and that's the thing, Jeff. We've talked about the fact that there's so many obvious things that you should be doing for Carson. Why the hell is he going to do it for Jalen? But I don't know. I feel like maybe, is this one of those things, like, is he throwing him out there to try to get him killed and be like, all right, Howie, this is what you want, here you go, and try to get Howie fired? I don't know. I really don't know what's happening here, but Doug's pretty much impossible to read when you watch his pressers. The guy just, dude, he is something else. So He gets tired with people, so he doesn't give straight answers, and he gives half-ass answers. We never know what's going on with injured players. It's ridiculous. But we've got Eagles Inc. I said this before, and I'll say it again. Wentz has zero faith in that offensive line. He's rattled. And I definitely agree. Couldn't agree more with you here, Eagles Inc. Let's look at it from his perspective. Even if there's guys wide open, you see him overthrowing the ball, throwing it in the dirt, crap plays where you're like, people, he sucks, he's horrible. But it's like, look, this dude, even if there is no one near him, he's rattled. He still feels like somebody's coming at him. He's got too much going on up here. And that's not to say that the Jalen Hurts draft pick and everything else going on, now him being bent, like that's, the thought of that, I'm sure, regardless of what you say, that's got to be in the back of your mind. But you have to persevere, dude. You have to fight through that. Be like, okay, well, you want to draft my replacement? I'm going to show you what's up. So, yeah, I agree with you, Eagles Inc. I think he is definitely rattled. And if Jalen Hurts is out there getting throttled and gets hurt, well, that's going to suck. You're going to hurt his trade bait. You're going to maybe hinder his career. So it's like, this is why in the beginning of the year, I didn't think it was a good idea. But at this point, we're in week 14. Doesn't look like we're going anywhere, guys, even though Doug wants to say we're still in it. Like, look, dude, maybe mathematically, the few years before, I'll tell you, like, hey, let's ride with this team. But we have no business getting anywhere, because even if we do, oh, my God, I don't know. I really don't know. This team is, it's hard to watch, guys. It is, and Carson's rattled. I'm hoping Hurts doesn't have to be. I hope they literally simplify things by running the ball and, utilize Jalen Reagor. I don't know why we're not. I regress once again. This team, everything we talk about every week, it's like, okay, here's going to be the week. Here it is. Here it is. They're going to run the ball. They're going to get the ball to their effing first-round pick. But no. We get to watch every other first-round pick go off in the league and be pissed off. So I don't know. I really don't know what's going on with this damn team, but it pisses me off, and things better change this offseason. Don't know, because on the first play by Hurts, there was a damn rollout. That's the thing. He actually used him to his strengths, and you could see he struggled. What was he, like 5 for 12, 109 yards, touchdown, interception, ran like 5 times for 29 yards, I believe it was. Look, he did decent, and the Packers are a decent defense, middle of the pack, but they were playing a little prevent, as people want to point out, and they were up, and that's fine, but the kid provided a spark, and he did things differently and things that we should have been doing with Carson. But I think also what is the factor here is we're trying to change Carson in the process of these last couple of years to be a pocket quarterback. So it's like they don't want to do that with him. They're more willing with Hurts because they're like, oh, well, he can't. Well, it's like not that Wentz can't. It's that you literally can't block for him. It's 1 second and he's dead. So it's like, man, I don't get it. Look at Carson's stride for 17, 18, 19, 2020 is the longest stride I've ever seen. Yeah. But look, Carson's the man, and I love Carson, and what he did in those years is phenomenal. I think people forget, obviously the MVP season in 17, but to go on and play with the teams he did, take teams like that into the playoffs, got to give him credit. You got to give Doug credit. These guys have fought with injuries and BS and all this, but the one thing that's been constant is this team fought together, was a family. Doug was a good coach. We haven't had that. Carson's not balling out, threw for 4,000 yards last year with no receivers going over 500 yards. We get some receivers. We find Fulgham. But yet we can't use them. I just don't understand it. I really don't. I don't know. Not fun. Still love the Eagles and watch everybody. And yeah, man, every second, it. And I'll always do that. And I grew up with worse times than this. For some of the younger people that are watching, look, man, it's been worse, and it could be worse. And I'm sure there's times where it could be worse in the future. I hope not. But I've seen some hard times, and I'm just trying to hope that for the future, whatever's going on right now, we help Carson Wentz out. We're paying him a lot of money the next couple of years, so we want him to actually progress and get better. So that's bringing an offensive coordinator, bringing in someone to help him because I don't think you give up. But I'm intrigued to see what happens with Jalen Hurts these next 4 games. We're going to see what we've got in this guy, and I think that, it's going to make it very intriguing if he comes out and beats some ass. But hey, I'm all for making the Eagles a better team. So whatever that means, well, let's find out. I really, I'm going into it just like I did the last couple ones. I'm going to support my team 100%, but I'm also going to be aware that I'm not going to get angry enough to punch through the TV. I'm not saying I do that, but, just joshing with you. I literally feel like I'm going to have a heart attack. You guys know that feeling. I'm not going to do that to myself. I can't. You son of a. But they will. They do it to us every effing game. But dude, he definitely lost his swagger. That's for sure. I think that's. It's rough to take it in. It honestly, to see a kid that was and you couldn't really see his progression. You saw injuries. And then when he got his first chance at a playoff game, he gets, the cheap shot by Clowney. So I wanted to see him, at least with a crappy record, get in the playoffs this year and, at least get some of that under his belt. But no playoff experience. It doesn't look like. And if Hurts gets you in there, you got to play him, right? So it's just, he needs to get that swagger back or we're screwed. And we spend a lot of money for no damn reason in a year where we have jack to do with our money. So not good. Dat Mike, my tight with Fourth. I work for Fourth and John. E-Rock is not a part of Fourth and John, but Gail is one of my best buddies. I was going to post this in a little bit here, but I'll toss it up. Going to have Ev on, the other co-host with Gail. I'm going to have him on tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. We're going to be live talking about some of this stuff, talking about the upcoming game with the Saints, what the hell this season has looked like. But yes, I am actually the social media manager. So any kind of stuff you interact with on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, anything like that, that's me you're messing with. No, but, Gail, Ryan, Evan, they sometimes will be on there. They'll be on the ones and twos. They help get the articles out, stuff like that. But I run this group, and I also, do that. So get my plate full a lot of times. But we're a team over there. That's a family. Fourth and John, those are my boys. I love them. And I'm going to try to get Gail on hopefully Saturday. But, we will have Evan on tomorrow. So definitely check that out. My name is Jimmy Smith right here, Dat Mike. You can find me at OTR2 Victory. It's scrolling down here at the bottom. Watch on YouTube, Facebook. I'm on Twitch tonight for the first time. So anybody watching on Twitch, I appreciate you checking it out. I've had a Twitch for a little bit, but never used it. And people are like, you got to get it on there, get it out there. So we're trying to hit up all the different platforms, get out here, spread the love, always hopping on Fourth and John when I can. You guys hopefully are checking out the pregame and postgame shows that we've been doing all season. It's been a rough season, but we've been having a great time with all the fans. It's been a pleasure to have all you guys that tune in, comment. And I love talking with you guys every day, So, hey, thanks for tuning in, man. I do this every night, so always feel free to check it out. Like I said, at the bottom here, you can always check me out on all the different social platforms, and we're always doing things on Fourth and John. So you can always find me doing everything I possibly can to try to not just lose my mind. I really, this season, I thought 2020 was going to be the year for us, guys. I thought, okay, we're going to get some football. We need this break from life. It has really sucked. And look, this has been nothing far from pathetic. And look, I've tried to do everything I can every day, and I'm going to in this off season. We're going to be doing draft stuff with Fourth and John. We're going to be talking to a lot of schools, a lot of players, we've already talked to the schools. We're going to be talking to some of these young guys. We're going to be doing great stuff to try to bring to you guys quality content, hopefully some upcoming Eagles, some of the guys that maybe you'll be interested in. So it's going to be awesome. But this year has not been awesome. So just trying to do what I can for you guys. I love you. Always here for you. I always say, at the end of the videos, whenever, and I mean it, dude, reach out. Even if you just want to talk, it doesn't have to be about birds, whatever, dude. Life can be tough, especially in these times. Looks like lockdowns are coming back. Let's not go crazy here, guys. Let's stick together. And the Eagles, they're not making it any better for us. So, hey, I appreciate that, man. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you tune in again. I do this every single day. I'm always live, but I'm always with Fourth and John too, trying to hop on pregame and postgame, doing things with them. So appreciate all the support, man. I truly do. Go Birds! You know it, dude. That's always what it's going to come down to. That's the thing. This is what it's about right here. This Eagles logo. I don't really care if the team is 0-16. I will still be talking trash. Now, I'll be talking to you guys about how much we suck, but nobody else is going to tell me because I have to hear it enough. And I've heard it in my 34 years of existence. Enough. And dude, thank God we don't have to hear the empty trophy case jokes anymore. I'm just done. 2020 isn't it indeed, Malcolm? What's going on, my man? This year sucks. It really does. And, you guys know me. I have cirrhosis of the liver, so this sucks ass. I'm highly immunocompromised, so I can't be going out. And it's like, online grocery shopping, doing it's been insane. Like, I hate it. I hate it. I truly hate it. I love getting to spend time with my family. That's the only great part about it. But then spending time with you guys, I look forward to this every single night. This has obviously made it a lot easier in my life, not making live videos, from the car dealership or anything. Like, that was a little more difficult. But, life's changing, but we're rolling with it. I wish the Eagles would adapt and do the same, but they don't. So we're hoping this week they do, right? Maybe Jalen Hurts brings that spark. I don't really know. Didn't start out good with the last 4 games. This whole season's been really rough. So I just want to see the young guys get their time. I've been talking about, really hope that Nate Herbig gets to start at right guard with Jason Peters banged up still, looking like his toes still mess with him. They don't know if they might shut him down for the season. Please, don't want to see anybody get hurt, but I would love to see Nate Herbig starting at right guard, Jack Driscoll at right tackle. Those guys could definitely be the future on that right side. Brandon Brooks, we don't know whenever he's going to come back. Don't know how much he has left. So let's get it all together and let's just try to see something, right? You know what I mean? Let's see some heart. That's all I've been wanting to see all year. So if I go through a whole season without at least seeing this team fight, and look, they did at times, Steelers, Ravens, there were times, Cowboys, Giants, all at the end of the game. That's what pisses me off. You can't come in every quarter, all 4 quarters, pumped up. I don't know how we sit here and get jacked through the roof before the game starts, during the game, after the game, but you can't find an ounce of crazy in you. You can't get pumped up. Dude, you're a Philadelphia Eagle. There's something comes along with that, and the fans expect from you. So if you're not aware of that, man, then you're just lost, because there's a reason we're pissed. We went into this season with high expectations, thinking this team would be something, but here we are. I can't turn that around for you guys. I can't make it better, but I can tell you that there's some young talent that I really like, and I hope that we build on that. And, as much as people say they want to get a good draft pick, high draft pick, what if we traded that draft pick? What if we acquired a later first round and acquired more picks? Because believe it or not, we have a very, very bad salary cap next year. We're in a hole. Not sure exactly what it is yet, because they haven't decided on what the salary cap will be. It's at 190 right now. They're talking about possibly dropping it to 175, but we'll see. That would put us in hell. So we're just trying to hold on to all we got, but we got to get younger. So that starts in the draft, cutting a lot of these players. That's back to one of the things I talk about, Howie Roseman maybe not being the greatest at contracts, as everyone says. Because if you look at it, we're in cap hell next year. And then when you cut some of these guys, Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson, whatever you're doing, look, there's dead money that follows that too. So they're killing us here, man. And it's pissing me off. Like to see Rager shine. I think that's going to be one of the things that Jalen Hurts is going to allow to do. And I think, offense is going to have to watch Hurts, and that's going to help Jalen Rager. And I think you got to keep using the end arounds. We talked about the screens, the bubble, all the plays to get him the ball. What did I say before the game last week, guys? Please put Jalen Rager back there on a punt return, right? Well, there he was, punt returning the ball rather than Greg Ward, and he runs it back for a touchdown. So these are the things we talk about. Everybody, he's a bust, he sucks. Well, look, they haven't even used him. The kid's been hurt. He was hurt at the beginning of the year with a shoulder injury. Everybody, he sucks. Came back before the year started when everyone thought he would be out till week 4. Then he hurts his thumb, plays through the rest of the game. Then he's out, comes back before the bye when everyone thought he wouldn't come back. The kid's tough as nails. I love it. I really have hope for him in the future. I get that there's other good rookie receivers in the league. It happens every year. But I'll be real with you. The kid is talented, and he's the perfect fit. We just got to use him right, and we haven't been using anyone. We have Miles Sanders. You tell me he sucks? You tell me all these guys suck? Ertz, Goddard, and I know some people will tell you they do. Carson Wentz, they'll tell you they suck, but they don't. This team sucks right now, and it spreads to everyone. Fulgham, you're damn right. He should progress too. You've seen he's had issues. He is young, but I don't think the best way for him to learn is by Alshon Jeffrey taking his spot. I'm not with that, and I can't take it. We've talked about JP needs to sit down. Alshon Jeffrey needs to sit down. We need these young guys to get playing time. Vontae Maddox, you're not kidding anyone on the outside there. Play some other guys in the outside cornerback position. I was pissed about it in the preseason, and then you cut Sydney, and then I was even more pissed about it, and now Vontae sucks, like we said, on the outside, and I'm really pissed about it. So, whatever. Just anything different on offense. Well, that's the thing. I talked about this earlier in the video. Run Sanders, use Howard, and I would like to see Howard used, but I want to see Sanders used first. You know what I mean? So it's like, this team. I don't know why they don't like running the ball. We were literally averaging, one of the best teams in the league running. I don't get it. It's asinine. Like Doug wants to fail. I don't get it. I really don't. But Eagles Inc. says it right here, guys. Got some good players, so let's fucking go. And we're playing the Saints, guys. You know this troll team, the team that always likes to talk trash and do the things they've been doing the last couple of years. I'm not even going to give them any play and talk about it. You know what? I was looking forward to this game all year and was saying, you never know if even Drew Brees could be hurt by this game. I jinxed us because now our starting quarterback's out too. And hey, whatever. If Jalen Hurts provides a spark, it's a trick quarterback versus a trick quarterback. I think our quarterback's more of a quarterback than Taysom Hill ever will be. But, they've got a pretty damn good defense. Ours has struggled, and Darius Slay has been banged up. So we'll see if he even plays, been limited in practice. Dear God, help us all. We're going to see this Sunday, though, because Michael Thomas also on the injury report. So if he's out, that would be a blessing. I don't want to see anybody get hurt, but if we don't have Slay, that's going to be a bad time. Very bad time. So speaking of these injuries, let's take a gander here before I get rolling out a half hour here. You see TJ Edwards didn't practice again, and Rudy Ford still dealing with those hammy injuries, and Michael Jacquet as well again today. JP out, as I mentioned earlier, with that toe injury. That's not good for the TJ Edwards one or Michael Jacquet, two young guys I was really liking to see get their playing time. Rudy Ford's been banged up. He's a special teamer. Like to have him back, but the younger guys are getting some play while he's out. JP, I prefer you stay out. You tarnished your name enough. Time to retire. Go to the Hall of Fame. Thank you for helping us win a Super Bowl, even though you were hurt that year. It's great. Wonderful. I would like to see Nate Herbig at right guard. Derek Barnett limited as well as Darius Slay. I like both of them in the years they've been having. So I would like to really see what Derek Barnett has these last few games. He's owed $10 million next year. So we have to make a decision on Derek Barnett. So hopefully he's all right. Darius Slay, I've really liked what he's done. Obviously, I didn't like seeing him get tossed up by DK Metcalf or Devontae Adams, but we all knew that was possible. Those are two of the best receivers in the game. That's just part of it. And he tried, man. And when the rest of your defense sucks, no safety help, things happen. Now, at the bottom there, you see Alshon Jeffrey. I can't take it, but he's back in full and probably taking reps from Fulgham and Rager, which makes no sense because if you plan on cutting him, why the hell? Why? Why is he taking snaps from these young guys who you need to see and let them grow? Doug, you're killing me, dude. You're killing me. But Fletcher Cox down there with that neck injury still, he was back in full today. So that's good news. But Raekwon Williams, we saw, was promoted to the active roster the other day once Davian Taylor was placed on IR. So maybe that means Fletcher Cox a limited role. Just because of the fact that if this season truly is over, you don't want to ruin his career. But we'll see. We really see what direction they're going in our minds. But every time he talks, we're still in it. It's like, well, look, we understand this division is trash, but New York and Washington are catching fire like we were hoping we would do at this time, but we haven't. But you got 4 games to pull whatever kind of wizardry out, and you're going to have to hope for some magical things. But what I want to see is this team fight. I'd love to see a win. It's been a while, and even the wins haven't felt great because this season just sucks. I want to win one. I want to feel good. I want to beat a team like the Saints, smack them right in the mouth, dude. I really am sick and tired of them. They have no excuses. So I'd love to shut Kamara down. He's always talking trash. I just really want to see a win, man. And regardless of where we're at in the draft, a high draft pick, from 8 to 10 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 22. I don't care. Wherever it is, I want to see somebody brought in to help Howie. I want to see this team make some of the decisions that after this year, we hopefully have some questions that we can try to answer because there's a lot of holes and they better start seeing what we see and talk about every damn day. Because I'm getting tired of it. And I'm also getting tired of him not running the ball. So maybe for the last 4 games, let Rich or Deuce run some plays. I don't know. Run the ball. Sick and tired of saying that every day of my life, but here we are. Week 14 we're going into, and they still don't want to run the ball. Drives me insane. Truly does. But I'm going to get rolling out, guys. Once again, remember, as I was saying earlier, tune in tomorrow at 10 o'clock. It'll be my buddy Ev from 4th and John. And we're going to have a good time. Even though the Eagles don't want to give us a good time, we have a great time if you guys haven't checked out the pregame or postgame shows. always having a hoot, regardless of what this team does to us. But we'll be talking about all kinds of stuff, what you guys can expect from us in the offseason, things like that. If you guys need anything, always reach out to me. You know, I'm always here, whether it be about football, anything. Try Facebook, Twitter. If you can't reach me, dude, I get lots of messages, and I always try to get back to you guys. So if I miss it, make sure I see it. Always happy to talk to you guys. You're damn right, Malcolm. You know it. Dude, have a great night, Eagles Inc. It was great seeing you, man. I hope you have a good night. Considering all that's going on, hopefully you got some of your shopping done. All you guys, stay safe. Hope you're wearing masks, washing hands, social distance. Let's try to get this over with. Winter is coming. So we need to be healthy. We need to have a good off season. So everybody, let's just get through this together. If you need me, you know where to find me. Have yourselves a safe night, great night. And as always, go